President Trump hinted at the possibility of pardoning himself. He said he has complete power to pardon, but probably wouldn't use it. And this comes as special counsel Robert Mueller intensifies the investigation into whether the Trump campaign conspired with Russia in the election. But Rob, what is the likelihood that he would actually do this?
Well, Jackie, I looked into this with our research team, and I talked to a lawyer who specializes in constitutional law. The legal language is totally ambiguous, and it's never been tested in the courts before because no president has ever tried it, not even Nixon. And there's no law in the Constitution that says you can't do it. The only thing the president can't do is pardon himself if he's actively being impeached. And really, the only way a president can be pardoned is when another president does it for him. Think Ford and Nixon. But first, a little bit of history. The pardon got its start in England way back when kings and queens started overturning prison sentences. And one of our founding fathers, Alexander Hamilton, famously said, in seasons of insurrection or rebellion, there are often critical moments when a well-timed pardon might restore the tranquility of the Commonwealth. Well said, Alexander. And almost every president since Washington has used that privilege, but because so many people want a pardon, the White House had to create the Office of the Pardon Attorney. I couldn't believe this. 1981, it was created in the Department of Justice, dedicated exclusively to looking at possible pardons, and with thousands of those pouring into the White House every year, the president relies on the pardon attorney very heavily to make most of those decisions. Now, to give you a better idea, Jimmy Carter pardoned 566 people in 4 years, but Ronald Reagan only issued 406 pardons in 8 years. President Clinton handed out 456, and George H.W. Bush pardoned 77 people. President Obama only pardoned 70 people, but no president has ever pardoned himself. And the most famous case of this happening might be President Ford pardoning President Nixon in 1974 after Nixon resigned. And of course, every year at Thanksgiving, the president famously pardons a Thanksgiving turkey. There's President Obama. I would have gotten Trump video here, but President Trump wasn't president when Thanksgiving happened, so we'll have to wait till November for that, Jackie. But what's interesting, this was really interesting actually, when someone does get pardoned, they officially lose their Fifth Amendment rights, meaning they can be asked to testify, meaning if the president did pardon his son or his son-in-law, they both could be asked to testify under oath before a grand jury. So I wouldn't expect the president to be doing any pardoning unless it becomes completely necessary.
Wow, interesting to know that no president has ever pardoned himself, but those turkeys.
I did look into this.
Grant
asked last hour, he was like, wasn't there two turkeys? Grant, it happened this past Thanksgiving. I don't know how I missed it. Obama pardoned 2 turkeys.
2 turkeys.
This past Thanksgiving.
And one time, remember, you get to vote for which one gets pardoned.
Right.
One year it was Beyonce. I voted for that turkey.
That's the name of the bird, right?
Name of the bird, not the actual Beyonce. No way, no. The turkey.